Hi, this is Doug Nilsen with Accurate Grinding Manufacturing. Hey, I'm going to give you a little tour of our facility and show you kind of some of the stuff that we've done. Been in business since 1950, and I'll show you some of our products. Here's kind of a good overview of stuff we've done. We got some thin shafts with plates on it, which are an assembly. We have some piston shafts. We have some mounts and slingers. Some carriers right over here, these big parts with holes in them. We call those carriers. And then down over here on the far right, we have an air bearing. And these are turbine shafts down at the bottom. Most of these, everything you see in this case here is close tolerance parts with close finishes of 4, 8, 12 finishes, usually with heat treating, plating, stuff like that. Just follow me into the office. And this is our main office right here. And as you can see, Alan's in here working hard. And he's our head sales guy. And this is the main office. This is where all the paperwork's processed and all the sales calls come in. There's our staff over here that does all of our calls and paperwork. Here's a machine that my grandfather built when he was in college in the 40s. And he built it by hand. It was his project to become a master machinist, and he went to Fullerton College here in California, and like I said, built it all by hand, everything, all the castings, all the waves, the gears, everything was done by hand. So follow me this way, we're gonna go in the shop. So this is our main machine shop. So you're going to see in here all kinds of different parts, different types of machines. I'll give you a little tour of it. Here's one part that we're doing now. This is a we call a piston rod, and it's 15.5 stainless. We do it from solid bar. There's a big hole on one side, small hole on the other. Eventually, we'll mill some flat. Eventually, we'll grind this, and we will polish it, and we'll plate it with thin, dense chrome. So follow me this way. These are two vertical machines right here. Doing some parts right now. These are two 400 millimeter horizontal machines. This one over here has 10 pallets on it, and we manage this system with our own computer system that at one time. It asks how many parts are going to make, how long it's going to take to make it, and then there's a row of pallets in and out. This machine here is a sister machine to this all the new jobs. We get it going over here with programming and tooling. We're ready to match the big 10 pallet machine. So over here, we have more and more into the robot. Our first robot we got. What happened on a normal production run, right now we're running one at a time as a test. And the robot and unloads a finished part or chuck. And then you're going to add more power. And it runs fully automated by itself. Over this side here, we have 3 Tsugami swish screw machines. These are all multi-axis, 7-axis screw machines. Sub spindle, main spindle. They have a 12-foot bar feeder. They run unattended 24/7. Right now, we average about 40,000 parts a month out of these 3 machines. Small fasteners from an 1.25 inch diameter down to 1/8 inch, and about 18 inches max on length. Right here we have our gear cutting machines. We have 2 shapers and 1 hobber. We also have another facility that is all our CNC shaping and our CNC hobbing. These are the ones we use for our commercial jobs. So they're right here in the shop as a cell for our commercial business, but all of our aerospace gear cutting is done in our other facility, which is about 30 miles away. So there's our main turning department right here. We have these are all Kuma machines. This one here is an LB3000 Akuma. We bought it about 8 months ago. It's got a full automated bar feeder. It's got live tools, and it runs fully. Right now we're making these precision washers that have a square on the inside. And like I said, it runs fully automated all by itself all day long. Then we have 3 Akuma lathes. These are standard lathes. This is actually running right now, but these are doing a little washer and little standard lathes. You know, they have 1 chuck, tools, no light. So mainly our shafts are on these machines, and they work great. Quick setups, fast turnaround. There's another one right here. So we'll go over this way, and I'll give you a little tour of the grinding department. We do all of our own grinding, ID, OD, surface grinding. Most of the parts that we produce here have at least 1 ground diameter. It seems like almost on everything we make. Close tolerance, 2/10. So we have there's a chute and OD grinder here. We have a surface grinder on this side. And then behind us here we have a CNC OD grinder. And I was showing you over there those parts in the mill department. Here's one of those shafts where they, in the mill department, put the flats on there. They put a keyway in here. They threaded the parts, and they've also put these holes on it. What they'll do now is they'll put the part in there. There's an angled head OD grinder, and they will grind this whole diameter here. They got to hold a pretty tight tolerance on this OD of about maybe 5/10, and there's a run out to another groove that we grind here to this OD, and there's a finish call out of about 8 to 12 finish we got to hold. That part eventually gets thin dense chrome. Over here we have 2 ID grinders. We do quite a bit of ID grinding here. You can see on this one here we have a stone. There's a stone right here. A lot of our ID grinding is magnetic plate, so each part is put in the machine. We tap it in to within 30 millionths of run out, and then we grind. You're doing a little seal right now, aren't you? Yeah, so he's doing a small seal, and he's going to go ahead and put the seal in the part with that fixture that kind of lines it up. He puts the nut on there. He pulls the fixture out. There he goes. He's going to check out run out. Okay, what do you check that run out to? What does that have to be within?
Within less than 1,000.
Less than 1,000, okay.
I got to tap it in.
So this one's not that tight on the run out call. Now he taps it in, and then his stone is inside of a guard. It's spinning at, how many RPMs are you running right now? 12,000 RPM. So that goes in there and grinds it. Okay, follow me. So we have some OD grinders over here that we still use depending on our need. Full anodizing division that does all of our commercial anodizing. We're not NADCAP approved, so it's only our commercial business that does this. But we do red, gold, black, silver, and some blues once in a while. Over here in this other room over here, we do all of our own polishing. We have 3 hand polishers, mainly for our commercial business, so nothing here is done in the aerospace. Follow me this way. We're going to go through our inspection room right here. So we are right, and we have 3 inspectors inside here. So you can see some of the work we do is right here. These are some slingers we do. Close tolerance, ground all over, ID, OD. On the back side we do some grinding on the flats, labyrinth seals. We make a whole family of these. Probably, this is one of maybe 30 different parts we do like that. Some Castle carriers right here. We'll go this way, Ben. These are some air bearings they're checking. Very close tolerance. 2/10 everywhere. ID, OD, flatness, surface finish of 8 to 12 finish. And those get thin dense chrome. We do our own balancing here. There's our balancing machine. So We do a lot of balancing on these air bearings, which this is one of the air bearings here we'll be balancing there in the next couple of days. Okay, follow me this way. So this is our Royal aerospace. You can see some of the different parts we do here. Here's some more shafts, called these. Here's some turbine shafts we do. There's some more slingers we do. Here's some mounts that we do. We call these mounts. They get. Here's a shaft. Just got heat treated, and they assembled a worm, an aluminum worm shaft. A worm shaft hole. They heat this shaft, the worm plug, and they shove it in there, and then it fuses together as one piece. And then, so this is our finishing department. Everything that's ran to the aerospace goes through here at least either during the, because this is where they package the parts, and this is where they finish them, deburr them, make sure that they're ready to be shipped to our customer. Here's a part. We laser mark this one, and it's this one's been coated with hard anodized 70-75 material. So follow me this way. Ben, do you have a question?
No, I'm just wondering, the inspection, what is your rating on the inspection?
We just had our last audit about 2 months ago, so we're certified to revision D now is the next one. So we just went through that audit. We've been certified for about, I think we're on about 6 years now we've been certified. So this department here is all commercial, but we do some aerospace assembly in here also. We've been doing that last few years, but this is complex assemblies. We have about 8 people on staff that assemble all kinds of stuff. You'll see in here just a whole different slew of parts we do. We're going to do some electronics with wires and some tacking and some welding. There's one here that they're doing, which is a motor assembly with some wires on it. There's a housing. It eventually goes into a device like this, which is it's a wood planer, believe it or not. But we do all the assembly, and then what we normally do is, depending on what product it is, but it usually comes in here for testing. And there's our testing room and our inspection room for this, I would say mainly commercial assembly, but we can do some aerospace assembly too.
And you also have inventory of parts?
Yes, there's a whole inventory of parts over here. Some of our customers require that we hold inventory, and this is what we do here. And then we have 2 ladies here that do the packaging, and they do the packing for the assembler. So if it's a multiple part assembly, they'll actually build a kit, and then they'll give the kit to the assembler. The assembler will finish the assembly up. Here's a good example of one right here. This assembly's taking all these parts here. So they pack all these parts onto the tray. They finish the assembly. These 5 pieces will go back in the inventory and be shipped off to the customer. So follow me this way. Now we're going to the other side of the office, and you kind of get an idea of more of these cubicles where all these salespeople and inside office people, counting people are working on a daily basis for us. And we have, of course, this is our dog, our mascot, little Chancho. He's very excited. He's very excited. Okay, so that's about it. Give Alan a call and let Alan